Hey everyone, it's Jessica, Flight Attendant Flipper. So for those of you who are new here, I am a full-time flight attendant and part-time reseller on Poshmark and eBay. And for those of you who are not new here, welcome back. I have a bins haul to tell you about, and I'm really excited about this one. So last weekend was my daughter's birthday, and I took her to Minnesota so that she could go to the Mall of America, which has a theme park and all this fun stuff to do. Anyway, so my favorite YouTubers, and I'm gonna mention their name here, but my favorite YouTubers are also resellers, and they live in Minnesota. And so they go to the bins a lot, and their names are Jack and Ryan. And if you have never heard of them, I'm gonna link their channel below so you can check them out. They're super nice. They're such a cute couple. And I messaged Jack on Instagram and I said, listen, I'm gonna be in Minnesota, like ask for some suggestions, but also ask which location was the bins that he used. And he was so nice. He gave me the location of the bins, which, you know, that could be a trade secret. He didn't have to tell me that. Anyway, so I planned this whole itinerary. I'm like, we get there Friday, we're gonna do this, then Saturday we're gonna do Nickelodeon, Sunday bins, and then Sunday night the Minnesota Zoo pumpkin something or other, I forgot, but there's like 5,000 pumpkins. It was really fun. Anyway, so Saturday night I'm in the hotel, and of course I'm watching Jack and Ryan because they have videos, I think Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. They release videos. So he said in the video, we're going to the bins tomorrow. I was like, oh my God, I'm going to the bins tomorrow. Like, what are the chances that I see them? Anyway, I saw them, and you would have thought, I have never seen a famous person. You would have thought that I didn't grow up in New York City around famous people all the time. You would have thought that I was never in show business as a kid. You would have thought I was 13 years old. I was fanning out over Jack and Ryan, and they were just the nicest they could be. So obviously I introduced myself and we chatted for a second, and then we got back to the bins, but they were so nice. So to Jack and Ryan, thank you so much for just being so nice. We definitely need more people like you in this world. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Anyway, so to my bins haul. So they came out with a video and said that it wasn't a good bins day for them. But I think the things that I get and the things that they get are completely different. Like they look for more trendy, stylish things because they're like significantly younger. I know the trends, but not to the level that they do. So I think I found some pretty good things. Now, I'm not gonna show you everything because that would take a long time. I'm trying to keep this video under 25 minutes. So let me show you some of the things that I got. Okay, so one of the things I liked about this particular bins is the rule is one person per bin. So it's not like people on top of each other in the same bin, whatever. So I thought that that was good also. And again, it's by the pound. And for the amount, it's like one price if you buy between 0 and 10 pounds, and the price goes down the more pounds you get. Anyway, so I think I ended up paying $60 total for everything, and I think I did pretty well. But I'll let you be the judge. So here's in no particular order. Okay, so these are a pair of Blowfish. They're like kids ballet flats, little iridescent with some straps, and you know, definitely worn once or twice, but the sticker is still on from the shoe. So I thought these were cute. There's like no sign of damage or anything. So yeah, I picked these up. And these, so you know, Sperry is really known for their topsiders, and these were so unique. So these are like a topsider espadrille. Anyway, so as you can see, it's in really, really good condition. There's like no marks in here. Maybe worn once, but I don't really see any marks. So this is a really nice boat shoe, but not really a boat shoe because it's an espadrille. And these are a women's 10. So these are cute. These, I saw these and I think I had heard, no pun intended, I think I had heard of these before. So the brand is called Think, and it's like a comfort shoe. And with shoes like this, like even if you put them on once, like they're gonna have toe marks, but these are like still very clean in here. And it's like this metallic finish, and almost no wear. As you can see, the bottom is in really good condition. And these retail for about $170, and I think they sell on Poshmark for between $40 and $60 because they're very they're comfort shoes. And these are also a pretty 43, which I think, what is that, an 11? It's a big size, so these should do very well. Okay, so there's this brand called Smartwool, and they make wool clothing, but not the super bulky. They're more known for their clothes than anything. I've sold like pullovers that for $50-$60 of Smartwool because they're thinner, but they're still as warm as wool. Anyway, so I didn't know that they made shoes, but now I know that they make shoes. So this really cute pair of Smartwool shoes. And I was looking at the comps on Poshmark, and they sell for about $35 to $60. And if you can see, the bottom is like in really good condition. So I was really happy with these. I was excited because of the brand. They have seen some wear, so they're clearly worn, but they're still a really popular brand right now. So they're a pair of Doc Martens, and they are pretty. I mean, they're canvas. They've been worn a little bit. You can see some signs of wear, but they've got life left in them. So I'm thinking maybe $30. I asked Jack and Ryan, I'm like, I found some Doc Martens. They're canvas. They're a little beat up. They're like, doesn't matter. They'll still sell. So I trust Jack and Ryan. So there you go. Okay, this brand has done well for me. Every time I get them, like, they sell right away, but I've always gotten adult size, and these are kids size or women's. Olokai, the brand is Olokai, and it's a very popular brand. This is the logo. And so basically they're known for these shoes. So you can wear them like this, or you can wear them like this. And every time I've gotten them, they sell within a few days, and usually for $40 to $60. So because these are kids or women's, I'm not sure what they're gonna sell for, but again, I got them at the bins. So I paid, I think my average cost of goods this day was $1.75, $1.77 per item. So yeah. Okay, these also, I saw them, I had never heard of them, and I said, these look good, so I'm gonna research them because they look good. And I was right. So I don't know if you can see, but these are 100% wool shoes. They're in great condition, and the brand is called Haflinger. I had never heard of them. Anyway, so these are really nice loafers, and I looked them up, and basically, again, the resale is somewhere around the 50-ish mark. I thought that was really great, so got them. Okay. Bam! Sorry, I just had to do that. So yeah, so these aren't like the most expensive Nikes in the world, but they're still Nikes, people. Okay, and they are in really good condition. I mean, there's some, obviously they've been worn on the bottom, but even inside, I like to tuck the shoestrings in, but even inside is in really good condition. So these are Nike Frees, and I think they are a size 13. Yes, they are a men's 13. So I mean, $1.76. Yes ma'am. I can't remember the name of them. These are women, and there's something, anyway, they're pretty popular, and these are so cute. If they were my size, I would have totally kept them because I really am looking for some high tops. But these are a 7, I think 7.5, and these are reselling used for about, I think I checked the comps, and it's anywhere from like $45 to $65. So we'll see. I mean, it's definitely been worn, but the bottom is still in very good condition. The inside, the Nike is no longer on the bottom, but everything else is looking pretty good from the outside. So we shall see. Another pair of Sperry topsiders. Now these are like a distressed yellow. I know it looks like they're just dingy, but it's kind of like the style. So it's like a distressed yellow leather, and it's inside, it's like in really clean condition. And these are a men's 10. And I thought that these were definitely different than the average topsider. So I picked these up. Okay, so these are a bolo, which is a term we use in reseller world, which means be on the lookout, right? So these are a pair of Allbirds, and these are the wool runners, and they are wool, and they are super popular and generally sell for anywhere from, I would say, 35 to 55 on average. So hopefully we'll see what kind of interest I get. The bottoms are pretty good, so there's that. Okay, so these are a little bit of a bummer because I didn't notice two flaws, and one of them I'm like, but the other one is bothering me. Anyway, so they're a men's pair of Asics, and they're in really, like, look, the bottom is in good condition. The inside is still relatively clean. For some reason though, like, this is minor, right? The little damage right there. But for some reason, I did not see this. So I don't know how they did it, but the inner lining, this is the inner lining, not the outside. So this is like a little tear in the inner lining, but other than that, they're in really good condition. So, I mean, I don't know, because of that, I'll probably list them for under 30 and see what happens. There are some more shoes, but I'm gonna end with this pair of shoes. I had one, okay, so one of my biggest frustrations was when I was leaving all the single shoes that I had to put back. So basically, I couldn't find the other shoe. Like, the shoes are really not together a lot of the time. So I couldn't find the other shoe, and I was like, and there were a pair of Rebecca Minkoff slide sandals that were very Birkenstock looking, and I was so frustrated. I couldn't find the other one and hated to leave them there. But anyway, but sometimes what you do is you see somebody with the other one in their cart, and apparently what you do is you offer, either you can swap or you can flip a coin. So I did lose a pair of shoes, the first coin flip, because I didn't know what this was, so I just called whatever, and I lost, so she got the pair of shoe. But it's the fair thing to do, I think. So I saw this guy, and he had the other shoe of this one. And I was like, hey, you want to flip a coin? Because I had just learned this like 30 minutes earlier from this woman who ended up winning. Anyway, so he's like, yeah, I just literally got these like 10 seconds ago in this bin. So I was like, ugh. Anyway, so I flipped the coin, and I won. All right, so I won that one. Okay, so I really wish these were my husband's size because I would give them to him. These are Haan Nike Air. How, like, the condition is insanely good. Insane. I mean, they've worn them because you can see there's some wear on the bottom, but not much. Like, just dirt, not even wear. And these are so nice. Ugh. And if you look inside, hold on, I told you I like to move the laces, right? Really, really, like, spotless. These are like gorgeous. I love these. These are really nice men's shoes. Anyway, so I looked these up, and they're retailing obviously for like close to $200, if not more. But the resale is probably around 50-ish. But again, I paid $1.77. Yeah. Okay. All right. Now to the clothes. Now, I haven't washed these. I haven't ironed them. So it is what it is, people, okay? So this is a Billie Eyelash t-shirt, and I thought it was so cool. So it's actually her brand. So it's her official t-shirt. So I think this will do pretty well because people like Billie Eyelash. I got a lot of vintage, and I was like super excited. So I asked Jack and Ryan, I'm like, I got a vintage Looney Tunes shirt, but there's like a hole. They're like, it doesn't make a difference. It's fine. And then I got it into a room with light and saw that there's like a couple of holes, and there's one pretty significant gash. So I don't know. Anyway, I'll show you. So first of all, this is a vintage t-shirt. It is Looney Tunes. It's from 1996, and it is single stitch. So for those that don't know, single stitch, that's how they used to stitch up the t-shirts. And now they do double stitch, but single stitch is usually an indication that it is vintage, but this says it right on the label that it's from 1996. And it is Taz the Season. So it's Tasmanian Devil, And you know, Christmas is coming up. So, I mean, there are a few holes, but let me show you. The little holes don't even make a big deal. But let me, this right here, hold on. And I just noticed it. See it? Yep. Hi. So it's like right around his Santa hat. Obviously, I'm gonna disclose it. But otherwise, it's in, you know, pretty decent, like, vintage condition if you consider the fact that it's like almost 30 years old, which is crazy. The fact that things in the 90s are considered vintage makes me feel so old, so old. Anyway, so yeah, so these kind of shirts in like better, like without the gash, are selling for crazy amounts, like $80, $90, nuts. So I don't know, maybe I'll get 30, 40. I don't know. Comment below. Let me know what you think I should do, what I should list it at. I have no idea. Anyway. Okay. So 2 more items, and the last one is my favorite one. Okay. So in keeping with vintage, and this one, I couldn't tell if this was just, there's a little bit of discoloration, but how, like, okay, I'm sorry. This is so cool. I can't even. Okay, so you're like, oh, it's like a striped blue jacket. Not a big deal. Yeah, except for the fact that it's a Burger King uniform jacket. Are you kidding me? It's so cute. And it's, was it XL? It's an XL. It seems to be vintage. I'm trying to find the year. It is actually their brand. It's from their uniform, the store that does their uniforms. I mean, you can see how old the tag is. I'm so excited. So it's got a stripe down the side. And it has, you know, the full zip in the front. And then the 2 pockets. I really like this one. Okay. But now, to the thing that I was like, oh. And then I saw it and I was like, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Did I get something here? Oh my goodness. Okay, so basically what you do is you go through the bins, but sometimes they take the bins out and they give you new bins. So I was told I'm supposed to stand behind the red line and wait for them to bring the new bin. So I stood behind the red line and I'm waiting for them to bring the bin, and whatever bin they bring in front of me is mine. As soon as it's in front of me, I can go and start going through it. So I'm looking at the bins to the people to my left, and they're getting bins that are like loaded with things, and I'm like, oh yeah, mine's coming, mine's coming. And it comes out and there's like, oh, like there's barely anything in the bins. There's like, and it's mostly bed sheets, and I'm like, I waited in front of this bin to get bed sheets, like whatever. So then I see this, I just see like whatever. I'm gonna try to duplicate what I just saw this, right? And I'm like, okay, well, whatever. Let me see. So it was a comforter with all these bed sheets. Is this a comforter? Nope. Nope. When I found out what this was, I almost fell out. Legit almost fell out in the store. Okay, I can't believe. All right, so backstory. I remember the guys that I went to high school with would get extra jobs or would beg their parents at Christmas time to get them one of these. This was what you had in high school to be cool. Like, you had to have one of these, and now everything vintage is, everything 90s is back. It's crazy, and people are spending crazy money on these things. So for all of my viewers who are around my age, which is none of your business, no, I'm just kidding. I'll tell you one day. I'm just gonna show you this. Yes, so it is the, look at this, remember the down jacket with the Nautica spell out, and in the back the Nautica tag, and then the red, tan, and blue. But it gets better. So anyway, so under here there's a hood that, by the way, has never been used. It's never been taken out. So the hood is still like in here, okay? And it's reversible. Hello. I got so excited. You see, I'm still grinning. I can't believe it. Anyway, so you can wear it that way, or you can wear it this way. Look at that. And it's got the little Nautica logo there. And this is in really good condition. There is one, I think that's a feather. Yeah. There is one little faint stain on the tan part on the other side, but you can probably wash that out. I'm not touching it with a 10-foot pole, but whoever buys this can. But for being 30 years old, this thing is in fantastic condition, and it's down. It's 70% down and like 30% feathers. So I didn't see this exact. I saw a lot of similar ones listed for close to $200. I didn't see this exact one, so I need to still do further research. I don't know what it's ultimately gonna sell for. I would imagine over 100. But first of all, this took me back. This took me back because I remember my boyfriend in high school also. That's what he wanted for Christmas. He wanted, not for me, because where was I getting that money? But from his parents, a Nautica down jacket. I could not believe this. So in the midst of all these bed sheets was this gold. So I was super excited about that. The fun part was getting all this in the suitcase and coming back home. So that is my bins haul. Let me know what you think. I will let you know how I sell them as I sell them. My daughter, she was helping me out that day, so she's getting 10% of whatever I sell. Well, my profit. Let's be clear, my profit. So that should be fun. And yeah, that's my bins haul. It was so great to go to Minnesota. We had a great time. Thank you again to Jack and Ryan for being so nice. And I will see you later. Bye.